Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Happy Saturday to everyone, and happy Saturday to you, Dr. Teresa, Lene, Latrice,
No,
Sam,
no.
Samuel.
Good morning,
More.
Regina, the queen of Carlos. Hey,
the,
it's happy Saturday, everybody. You see, she trying to guess my middle name,
you know
and
what's?
she is
It's a
wrong.
shame that I don't know your middle name.
It is.
It's a secret.
We've been rocking 3 years. You know what? Just
Three
let me
years.
say that the month of April 3 years ago is when we decided to come together to be in the to for me to come on to be in the driver's seat. So it's been 3 years.
3 years. Three. You know what? 3 actual good years. I've seen the lows. The low was when I was trying to figure it out, and then you came apart, and the picture just came became clear and clear. You
Thank
know.
you. Yeah, it's been some good times. I had an opportunity to really go back and look at 3 years this week,
Hmm.
and it's been real good.
Hmm.
I looked at all of the people that's been on the show,
Good people.
every flyer.
Hmm.
It's been good, So shout out to the queen.
No, shout out to you. Shout out to you.
That's good.
So you know what? We are looking forward to the future
Oh yeah,
and making some improving and just continuing to make some things happen.
that's right.
We are live on YouTube, and we are also live on Facebook.
hmm And YouTube, Facebook, and don't we Apple or some
No,
things like that?
Instagram, right? Are we on Instagram?
Instagram,
So we're
Insta.
live on
Come on,
Instagram.
Instagram. All right.
Then our podcast goes to Spotify and Apple, correct?
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
So,
Good.
so you can
Okay.
listen to us after the fact
Listen,
in your
especially on
car.
Spotify. Y'all know y'all be listening to Spotify. Go on over to be in the driver's seat and just listen to some good conversation as you drive on your drive at 5.
and then and then also go to our YouTube page, subscribe to our channel because you'll
Yeah.
be notified every time we drop a video. We are live on Saturday morning, but then also we usually drop a short 5 days a week.
Yeah, you've been good at that. Shout out to Regina for putting the shorts up. So yeah, and then shout out to our producers, Asante Lucas.
Hmm.
Come on, with Effigy, come on here. So good look. It's been a good look. So let's go. You know what? It's a good Saturday. Can you believe that it's almost the end of the month? Man.
Well, the end of the month in the car business means that it's time to push.
Mm-hmm.
We think about now. When people say to me, "I'm looking to buy a car in 2 months," you know what I tell them?
What?
Call me that month when you're ready,
Mm.
or let me put your name down and I'll call you back
Mm-hmm.
when you're ready. Because we think about right now. At the
Yeah.
end of the month is when we push real hard, even though we need to be pushing all year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
all month.
Yeah, but I mean, I get just like with any other job, you know what I mean, that you have to make sure your numbers are there.
Hmm.
So pushing. But this weekend is a special weekend for me. It's tomorrow is Resurrection Sunday, but it's also my anniversary. So I want to
How
shout
many
out
years?
my husband, Frederick L. Moore, for 29 years married, 31 years together.
29 years, 31 years together with the same man. Hallelujah! You need to write a book.
I got several books out here.
How do you that book? How do you stay married? How do you
Mm,
stay committed?
mm.
How do you not commit adultery? Okay, I shouldn't have said that.
No, that's a
But no,
good
that
thing
but
to
but
ask.
that's but
That's a
but
good
that's
thing to
real.
ask. Yeah. First of all, marriages are just like seasons. They go through different phases. So you do have some people who may have committed adultery.
Mhm.
Thank God it wasn't our story. But again, you asking how do we stay married?
Mhm.
First of all, you got to have some good foundation.
Mhm.
Your foundation has to be good, and ours happens to be the Lord.
Mhm.
And then you also have to be able to listen and understand who you married to. Know that you're not going to be married to the person you stand at the altar today. Is not going to be that same person in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. We grow. Our needs change, and I think that you need to have good communication so you can understand where you at in your marriage.
So some people say that marriages grow apart. You come in, you get married one way, right? You
Mm,
grow, and a person instead of growing together, growing up, they grow
yeah,
this way.
and sometimes you
This
do.
way, this way,
Yeah,
they go that way,
yeah,
or they let other
sometimes you
people
do.
into the relationships.
Sometimes you do. Marriages do change, but again, when you come into the marriage, if you come into it saying divorce is not an option,
Hmm.
Like, for instance, with me and Fred, divorce was never an option.
Mhm.
So if we do go through a rough patch, just like every marriage does,
Mhm.
there's not one marriage that I
Mhm.
know that did not go through
Mhm.
some type of turbulence. And so when divorce is not an option, then you find ways to still grow, love, respect, and honor one another.
Well, when I think about turbulence, I'm thinking about the airplane.
Of course, because on the
I'm
every
scared. I'm scared.
sometimes you
I'm
do get
scared.
scared. In relationships, any ship you're on
Mhm.
may have turbulence,
Mhm.
whether it's a ship, a
But that's life.
friendship or
But
whatever.
that's life, right?
It
Work,
is. It
personal,
is.
business. It doesn't matter,
Well, I
right?
mean, you got
Life.
two individuals coming together, two different people who are they have their own mindset trying to become one.
Mhm.
So guess what? You're gonna have issues as long as another person is present with you, it's
Mhm.
gonna be a problem.
Well, that leads in. Now that we got that whole spiel from Dr. T on how to stay married, not get divorced, um, we need to get into our word of the day. And you came up with our word of today, which was
Value, yes.
value.
And I'm glad. So that even ties into what we've been talking about. This was very personal to me this week
Mhm.
because I spent a lot of time with the Lord and pondering on me as a person.
Mhm.
And when I thought about value, value is not really how it's not like how somebody else value you. It's really
Mhm.
how you see yourself.
Mhm.
Value comes from within. It's not determined by others' opinions. It's not determined by external achievements. It's determined by you and how you show up and what you bring to the table.
So value is basically how you feel about yourself, how you perceive yourself, not what somebody else thinks. And I
Hmm.
think what happens is a lot of people look at how do people value me?
Hmm.
How do we value our relationships?
Hmm.
Because I do that. I may look at, well, how do you value our relationship? How do you value my relationship with you? You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
I do that often
Yeah.
too.
So
And
that's not always a good thing to do that though.
well, it just depends. So your values is rooted in your own unique
Hmm.
qualities, your own experiences, and your positive impacts that you
Hmm.
have and make on others. But I thought about that even in terms of the car business, right? So when you come in to purchase a car, once you leave off the lot, it's said that the value
Right.
depreciates,
Hmm.
right? But then you have people who keep their vehicles and take care of them. They value them. They make sure that their maintenance is kept up on them. But then you have other people who do not. They don't take care of them. So when they bring it back to you in 3 years, the car is not in good shape. It's lost value and it's not presented like it was in the beginning.
So when I look at the word value, being in the car business, I look at so the value in the car business means monetary worth of the vehicle,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also different depending on the context, which means it's market value.
Mm-hmm.
The estimated price of a vehicle would sell in the current local market based on the factors like sale trends, economic conditions.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, what's going on in the economy, you
Mm-hmm.
know, auction data. It also reflects the buyers actually paying for similar vehicles. Retail value. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people get confused on the retail value and the trade-in value.
Mm-hmm.
What are we? Retail value is the price the dealer sets, for the car for the consumer. The price that we set the
Mm-hmm.
dealership that you're going to buy the car for.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people get confused because you're not going to get retail value when you trade in your car. You're going to
Absolutely.
get trade-in value.
Absolutely. Why?
And
Because it depreciated
right.
along the way.
And you have to really think about the difference. You're
Mm-hmm.
not going to get what the dealership's going to pay because we have to be able to make money. And a
Absolutely.
lot of people get confused about that because they're always trying to count someone else's dollar
They
or
are.
always somebody else's money. No, I can get $3,000 down the street for this vehicle. I
Mm-hmm.
get for my vehicle, but you're going to
Mm-hmm.
give me 2,000. Did
Mm-hmm.
you actually look at the problem? What people don't do is they don't look at did they keep up the maintenance?
Absolutely.
You
That was
know,
good. And also what I learned is, every contribution counts. So,
car wash
so every contribution counts.
when it comes to your car.
Yes, when it comes to your car, or when it comes to your life,
Hmm.
period. Every contribution that you make counts. So if you were talking about a car, if you add rims or if you add features to your vehicle, guess what? The value goes up. And the same thing with us. When we add expertise and we
Hmm.
add our knowledge and understanding to a entity,
Hmm.
it goes up.
So basically, when you add tint, you add a sunroof, you add the rims,
Those features, yeah.
you add all those things to your car, and then people don't also realize you wash your car. if you smoke in your car. I tell a lot of customers, you're paying for that vehicle, right? You need to treat your vehicle like you're going to sell your car next month or next year, because you never know when you're going to be able to, when you want to get rid of your vehicle. So I always tell customers, don't smoke in your car. Smoke outside of your car.
And
And then keep your car clean. Then when you eat, if you're going to eat in your car, take the wrapping papers or the paper out your car. The one thing what appraisals do, or used car managers do, whoever appraises your car, they're looking up under your seat. They're looking for how dirty or nasty you are. They might even look in your glove compartment, just to see exactly how did you actually take care of your car. Because I find that a lot of people go clean their car right before they get ready to trade their car in. But you can't. If you don't keep the upkeep in your car on a regular basis and maintain it, like you maintain your teeth, you cannot correct that issue within one wash or one cleaning right before you get ready to trade your car in.
That's good, and that is one of the key points. The presence makes a difference, and like even for me, as I was talking, your presence does make a difference. How you show up. So you were talking about the vehicle. How when you bring your car back. I'm a person that believes in keeping my car clean. Like the inside, if you catch the inside of my car not clean, it's because I'm having a rough week. But I like cleanliness around me because it makes a difference. But what am I doing? Like, how am I living? How am I in alignment with my goals and things like that? So when I thought about value, it was personal for me. And so just like with a vehicle, your vehicle, when you take it like to trade it in, when you take it into the dealership, your vehicle speaks a lot about you, the way you keep it clean, the way you take care of it. It talks a lot about it.
It does. It does. So I have this one particular customer of mine who actually he takes care of his vehicle like he's taking care of his teeth, like he brushes his teeth. He washes it probably at least 5 days a week. He actually washes it himself. His rims are always looking nice. His tint is on the window. He does not eat in his vehicle. He does not allow anyone to eat or smoke in his vehicle.
Amen.
And he wipes it off every day. So that's like not his toy, but that's like flossing and taking care of your teeth. That's like being a dentist.
That's above that. That's beyond that.
What do you want to call that?
I don't know, but I know he doing it every single day.
Every single day.
Wow, that's good.
Every single day.
Well, that's good. So, if you're listening this morning, value, what does it mean to you? Good morning. Those that are watching, good morning, good morning. What does value mean to you?
So we got to take a quick break, but we're going to be back with Kelly Saunders, the owner and operator of Kelly's. Oh, she's going to kill me. Kelly Sales Cars Consulting. We'll be right back with Kelly.
Master Baker Sierra Crudup, owner of Delicious Sweets Bake Shop and Craven Cookies, located at 203 South Washington Street in Saginaw, Michigan, inside of the SVRC Marketplace. If you're looking for delicious sweets, this is the place to stop in. They specialize in homemade desserts and one-of-a-kind custom cakes. They can be reached at 248-836-8080 or dsibakeshop.com.
Hey, Metro Detroit, it's me, Tune Up Man, along with Joe Longhammer and Regina, the queen of car loans at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet in Waterford.
If I'm looking for a new car and I have $500, Regina, what can you do for me?
I'll take your $500 and turn it into $1,000.
But there's a catch, right?
That's right. I can only handle 25 of these deals each month.
Hurry before those 25 deals are gone.
Call or text 248-266-9875. I'll get you approved.
Well, we're back, and we have Kelly Saunders, who is, her bio says she's a 38-year-old widowed mother of two in the Bronx, New York. But I actually met Kelly on Clubhouse. You remember that app that came out right during COVID?
Yeah, I know about Clubhouse.
So, but anyway, Kelly is the owner and operator of Kelly Sales Cars Consulting. She is located in Bronx, New York, but she has been in the automotive space for 14 years. She was a Kia Master certified. She now is an independent automotive sales and leasing consultant. She focuses on financing, leasing, wholesale vehicles, and cash cars. Kelly and I have a lot in common because she strives to educate everyday consumers on how to assess both new and used vehicles, as well as, what's that word?
The intricity.
Thank you. Intricacies in regards to financing and leasing vehicles. She has a passion for automotive and for her clients and providing transparent information to solve transportation needs. She does help individuals, customers in every state in the United States.
Yay. Come
Welcome,
on.
Kelly.
Good morning, Kelly. You got some
Good
people shouting you out
morning.
too. You got some folks shouting you out on our live today. So shout out to you this morning, Kelly. Good
Good
morning.
morning,
Morning.
friends.
Good
I
morning.
How are you this morning?
am great. How are you doing?
Good,
Good.
good.
What
Well,
did you say
first things
after
first, I
you?
want to say happy anniversary to
Oh,
you,
thank
Doc.
you. I
Yes.
appreciate
I
that.
29 years married, 31 years together. That is beautiful.
Thank
Oh
you
my
so
goodness, I'm
much.
so happy for you.
Thank you so much. That just warmed my heart. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I'm excited to meet you. I'm excited to what you have to share with us. And so let's get into it.
So,
Absolutely, I'm here for it.
so Kelly, when we were talking yesterday, we were talking about items that we could help people understand, as far as consumers, as far as the back end, or just being given information, but not giving too much information, but giving you enough information that will arm you when you go into the dealership. And one of those things was finance and back end products or aftermarket products in the car in your car deals. Can we talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So I would say number one, most people probably don't know what a back end product is. They're probably sitting there like, "Don't touch my booty."
Right.
so,
Right.
so I find it easier to start with definitions because very similar to, let's say, for example, the medical field. If you're not in the medical field, you don't understand the jargon that they use on a daily basis, right? And um, you could get very confused or very worried very quickly. So a back end product, you may hear at a dealership words like back end products, ancillary products. You may hear things like, "Oh, it's your protections." What does that even mean? So to your point, Regina, back end products typically are going to be your extended warranties, your vehicle service contracts, your GAP coverage, which GAP is short for guaranteed asset protection. We'll go into what that means in a second. Your dent and ding, tire and wheel coverage, interior and exterior coverage. So those are what your ancillary or back end products would be, just to create a baseline so everybody is on the same page. So we're like, oh, that's what they meant when they said back end product.